My name is Alan Hooker of MSSB Consulting, a company that specialises in the development of mobile and web applications for the M&E function of development agencies. In this short video, I want to talk about Extension Worker, which is currently being rolled out in northern Mozambique on a conservation agricultural project, and it utilises the increasingly standard technology of a 7-inch tablet running Android, and these units are becoming increasingly more powerful and increasingly cheaper. The principal excitement surrounding the adoption of mobile technology as opposed to the traditional four-wheel drive vehicle Excel spreadsheet and hours upon hours is the ability to collect information directly at the point of service delivery, and this gives rise to faster information flows, more accurate information flows, more transparent information flows, and basically it's the way that the private sector have been doing it for quite a long time now, and the sense is that it's the way that it could possibly be done by NGOs given their high data collection overhead. Anyhow, what I'm going to do is briefly run through some of the tools of this application to give you a sense of the power of this kind of technology and what it could do for your project. So I'll just log on and we'll look through some of the aspects of this application. Now this application, Extension Worker, has four basic tools. It allows extensionists to capture information on field visits. It allows extensionists to capture information on geographical features such as farm areas, water points, and things like that. It allows extensionists to plan and implement and manage their workshops, their trainings, and allows them to capture information on their beneficiaries and manage that information. And again, all of this is done in the hand, in the field, directly at the point of service delivery. So I'll just quickly run through field trips. The interesting thing about field trips is here we are collecting information in a set format directly in the field. Previously this was done in all manner of means, either the extensionist recording it on paper and then when they got back to the office transferring it to an Excel spreadsheet or reformatting, but here we can see we can collect it directly in the field at the point of contact with the, in this case, a farmer, and we can collect it with a variety of medium. We can collect notes on the trip to the visit to the farmer, we can collect photographs on what we've seen in this visit, and we can collect it against a variety of project indicators which the extensionist can choose. So in this instance we're looking at a conservation agricultural project, so we're looking at the interest is that when you visit a farmer you're looking to see that there is vegetable cover, that there is planting has been done properly, and the extensionist can collect this, can make notes regarding the trip and take up to 3 photographs and then save that information, and that information has been captured, saved directly at the point of service delivery, and in this instance a field visit by the extensionist. Within field trips we can edit a previous field trip and we can look at our most recent trips, and this facilitates the administration of the data. Pretty much as field trips, maps functions in the same way. It enables extensionists to measure geographical features, essentially areas. Now typically this is areas under production, but it can be single points such as water points and things like that, and I can't fully demonstrate this because we're running this application on a desktop, not on the tablet. for demonstration purposes, but a field worker can map a particular area either with by marking directly onto the satellite imagery that comes up, or they can do it by walking the area with the GPS, using the GPS of the tablet. And again, they can record that area against a particular farmer, and given this is a conservation agriculture project, they can do it against a set of indicators for conservation agriculture. And that's mapping. So we have field trips or visits, we have mapping, and then thirdly we have workshops. This is a part of the application which allows extension workers to organise and manage their training interventions. And there is a sequence to the management of a training intervention. First of all, a extensionist would need to plan a workshop, and they can invite a number of people to that workshop, select the areas or topics they're going to cover on that workshop, select the date they plan to implement the workshop, and then they're given the option to send an SMS message to all of the people that have been invited to tell them about the workshop. Now, if they choose program the workshop, those people are informed that there's a workshop coming up, where it is and at what date. Then the next step of organising the workshop is to implement a workshop. So if we click on the workshop that we just planned, this is done directly at the point of service delivery. The extensionist can record how many people are attending, men and women. They can take a photograph of the attendees, and then they can confirm the training. And that training is confirmed with a photograph, a GPS location and a time. The fourth tool is the register of beneficiaries, and this was really a standard. This is just standard beneficiary form: name, surname, cell number, age, ID, gender, and that allows extension workers to add beneficiaries directly in the field and edit beneficiaries, all the functions that you would normally associate with a web or computer program. We have a number of tools. Reports on the system. Reports basically pass through the system via email. It basically helps reduce your data overhead. If you're running the tablet over the cell network, you don't have to. It works offline with the exception of the satellite mapping, but reports are handled via email to reduce the data overhead. We can bulk SMS beneficiaries by choosing who we want to send a message to, creating a message and then sending it. Similarly, we can do the same with our colleagues. We can bulk SMS colleagues, and with the beneficiaries, the messages can be a range of just reminders about training. They can be informative messages, they can be educational messages. It's really at the discretion of the project, and that really is it. We have field visits, mapping, workshop planning and implementation, beneficiaries, and our tools. And it's a straightforward application, and I should really spend a bit of time just covering implementation and costs. The application will work either over the cell network, and it does that very effectively, and there are ways of controlling tablets such as these so that the user only has access to these applications. Or they can just as easily, with the exception of the satellite imagery, work offline, and then the extensionist will upload all their data off the tablet onto the main server when they return to the office. The data is held on a server and it is available in a variety of formats. A lot of the geolocation information is available both in Google Earth and in Excel, and a lot of the other information is primarily available in Excel. And that really covers pretty much everything. You got an email address on the page, so I'm not going to answer all your questions on a single 5-minute presentation. But listen, I'm always available, and if you want to ask or talk further, just drop me a line and we can set up a Skype session. Okay, listen, thanks for your time.